Ty Slatter. Welcome to a special edition of Heat Check One-on-One. I got a very special guest with me today, representing the far east side, 4200 Kory. How you doing,
Sir,
man?
yes, sir. I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, it's the far east side of myself, man. This is an honor. I seeing the new generation, new wave coming out of the hometown, my city. Y'all bringing that heat. But before we get in there, I don't want to spoil it for them. I don't want to spoil it for them. So first and foremost, who is 4200 Kory?
But 4200 Kory is an artist hailing from the east side of what I believe to be the greatest city on earth, Indianapolis, Indiana. And, and yeah,
Yeah.
man, I've been doing music for about music seriously anyway for about the past 3, 4 years. I dibble and dabble in different roles throughout the city as far as being a part of the music industry that's bubbling up inside of the city. Try to be hands on as far as building community as well. So yeah, man, that's 4200 Kory in a nutshell.
Okay. So who inspired you, excuse me, musically, whether it be local, family, mainstream, and then once you break that down, give me your top five all-time MCs.
I'd say the biggest inspirations for me were more local guys. Like, I mean, okay, so like if we start from like big names, like a Kendrick Lamar would be a prime example of a great
I hear Kendrick in
like
some of your songs for sure. I see that.
yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with like just being from Nap, and we're this mixing pot where we have a tendency of hearing things that we like and being able to take the best from that and put it with what we got and emulate
Right.
that as best as we can and making it something really dope. So like I find inspiration in so many things, so many people. But off top, like blueprints that I've built my own thing around has been like the likes of Maxi, likes of Skip, Baby Ebony. Those guys really set the tone for me, and because I always felt like it's levels to the game, and before I could be a Kendrick, I had to figure out how to get to Maxi level.
Man,
Before I could be the Jay Z, I had to figure out how to get to Baby Ebony and Draco McCoy. Like I had to figure out those levels
you
first. So
break
I,
you broke down some of the alumni, all those guys, man. Hey, you named some all-stars. That's beautiful, man.
legendary, man. They legendary in my books.
Yeah.
And as far as top five MCs, like you asked me, like this all time, like who I like right now. What you asking?
Top five. When I say that, I mean like we're getting down your history and breaking down what made 4200 Kory like part of your DNA as an artist. So
Okay,
top five you
okay.
grew up with, top five that you just couldn't
Uh,
stop playing on repeat, studied them, took notes, tried to rhyme like them at one point, like the
oh
whole
yeah,
nine. Yeah.
off top, Outkast, Andre 3000, a Big Boy. And I would try my best to rap like both of them. And I think I do that now, like having like the flares of the
Yeah.
lyrical miracle,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
having the flares of this is some real shit you listening to. So like the Big Boy and Andre 3000, like I love that. And then that those early verses of Kanye, the soulful chopping
My
it
first,
up.
my them first three albums, my favorite. My matter of fact, fun fact, my first album I ever bought was Kanye's College Dropout.
Oh, that's fire. The first album I can ever remember listening to in its entirety is Late Registration.
Late
So
Registration
yeah.
was the second one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah,
big on
so
Kanye the
late,
first two albums for
that's
sure.
one of my favorite joints. Them two, Kendrick, who would fit in that third spot for me? Or four. 4 or 5 would probably be I was a really big Tribe Called Quest fan.
Okay, Q-Tip.
I had a big
Yeah.
stretch with them. And that fifth spot would probably be like out the Midwest. Man, I had a Kid Cudi stretch. I be forgetting this all the time. I get asked in interviews like a lot of like who my artist was. Kid Cudi was on there. I don't know how I got that. I got lost in translation, but Kid Cudi's on there. Yeah, put him on there because he was from Cleveland,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
fair.
being from a
That's fair.
small city, trying to figure it out Midwest, like I had a lot of relatability, and he was coming from it. He was attacking the music a different way than what I was used to hearing. He was the first person to really show me like outside of like rapping about the hood and ghetto and plight and all that. So
You brought up a good point. I want to test your age range. Like, I know you listen to some guys that's like obviously older than you. So like speaking of Cleveland, did you listen to King Chip at all?
absolutely, I had to. If I listen
Okay, okay.
to Kid Cudi,
Yeah,
yeah, you
that's why
couldn't avoid
when you
him.
said it, I'm like, he gotta listen to Chip. He gotta listen to Chip.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
That makes
fire.
sense based on your style and what you yeah, that now it all kind of makes sense now because early Cuddy, Kanye, Chip, all those guys kind of had that same
Yeah,
Midwest swing. Yeah,
yeah.
and that was the way the backpack rappers for sure.